can touch the sky. In the city of angels, feels like I'm coming home. With my head up in the clouds, I am searching for something, and I'm still hoping. 'Cause I wanna be in, not out, wanna make this all count. Yes, I wanna go crazy now, gonna make this all count. Feeling like a rock star, 'cause tonight I'm getting out of line and it's alright. Feeling like feeling like just as cool as John Wayne in his movies. Feeling like I'm James Dean and I know it. Feeling like feeling like a rock star. Feeling like a rock star. Feeling like a rock star. Feeling like a rock star.
But it's not that easy. You're complicating things for me. No, it's not that easy. Maybe just a little time can heal me, but it doesn't feel the way. What are you doing to me? Why'd you break my heart? Left me in the dark, dark. Why'd you have to go? I don't wanna feel this way. Though I'm broken, I'm still hoping I could be with you. I'm still breathing, it's not easy. I'm just a fool for you. just that stupid. Maybe just a little time can make you change your mind about us. I thought that we were meant to be. Why'd you break my heart? Left me in the dark, dark. Why'd you have to go? I don't wanna feel this way. Though I'm broken, I'm still hoping I could be with you. I'm still breathing, it's not easy. I'm just a fool for you. I'm just a fool for you. I'm just a fool for you. For you. For
Check, check. What about now? Face palm. What about now? Can y'all hear me now? It looks like you can hear me now. Awesome. That's just an example of how my day is going, but it's pretty cool. So I'm going to start that whole monologue over again. Not really. I hope you guys are having a good day. Welcome to Tuesday Night Studio Sessions. My name is Sean. I'll be your host. This is the pre-show. This is where we get all of our kinks worked out before we actually really start talking about anything important. Yeah. So, let's see. What was I going to do? I was going to do that. So I've got my live stream running over there. If I plan on doing anything, I'm going to do it over there. But yeah, so what I did today was I sat in a meeting for most of the day at work. Well, here, since I work from home. And I've been toying around with the idea of getting back into VR180. The consumer-based VR180 rigs are not that wonderful, but there's a huge gap, and you go from, a $600 camera to like the Insta360 180, or I mean the Insta360 Evo, which is a version of the 1R and 1X. Like it has the same kind of optics, but just in a VR 180 package. Lenovo Mirage was good at the time, but once you get in your VR headset, it's not that great. Anyway, I really want to, with the Canon R5 coming out. Well, the Canon R5 has been out, but the Canon R5 dual lens, like the RF dual lens from Canon, that is a VR lens, and it works with the R5 and the R5 Cinema, which is the camera I really, really want. That is a $6,000 solution, as well as the the Z-Cam cameras. You go from under $1,000 to like $4,000 for the next tier up. There's no like prosumer level VR 180 camera. And most people are watching VR on an Oculus Quest. It's the cheapest way to hang out in VR. Is there a fuzz? There, that's better. So what I've done in the past is I thought this was ingenious. This is the Insta360 Evo. Maybe it's not a 1. Maybe it's just an Evo. But it came out kind of between the 1s and the 1Xs or the 1Rs. And it was kind of a hybrid camera. And it has all of Insta360's wonderful stabilization. What was cool about this camera is you can turn it into a 360 camera because it has a lens on this side and a lens on that side. But then you can snap it open. Oh, I just pressed the button. That'd be crazy if there was still battery in this thing. And then you can snap it in place. And when you snap it in place, it knows that it's in VR 180 mode. And the lenses are the same distance apart as like the normal average person's eyes. So what I did today was I took this and I spent about 3 hours ripping apart a whole bunch of 360 models. These are like iFlight Bumblebee mounts, so you can put your GoPro on your FPV drone. And then I got my calipers out and I was measuring all these different things. And so I added a GoPro arm to the back of it, and all that kind of stuff. I wanted to get this. It took three and a half hours to print. and I wanted to get this ready for you guys so you guys could see it in tonight's live stream. And so I had one shot to print it, and I think it worked out perfectly, because if you, it's going to be hard to do, but the eyes are just the right distance away. So I'm super excited about that. The other thing that I was worried about was that this arm wasn't going to be down far enough. So I think I've got that mount correct and everything. So I was super excited about that, that modeling. I might put up a video of just kind of my process that I went through to model it. But little pieces have broken off already. And it's a very snug fit. What's awesome about the GoPro Hero cameras is they have this rubber coating around them. So like I didn't have to do anything extra to hold it in there. Like it's in there. And I wanted it to go in such a way that the gravity would kind of keep it in there, and this max mod would kind of rest down on the mount. So anyway, that's what I did today. We're going to kind of talk about VR180. I watched a video several times from a guy named Hugh. I don't remember exactly how to say his name. 2H names. He's a Chinese guy or Japanese guy. But he was teaching you how to, he put up a tutorial on how to make a VR 180 video with any camera. So as long as you have two cameras. And over the weekend, I spent a lot of time in my VR headset looking at people's VR videos on YouTube. And I found this guy that had a really cool video, and I was like, what did he make that video with? Because that looks really good. And he had like this custom rig on his thumbnail. So I had to like look at it on my desktop to try to find what the thumbnail looked like. How am I going to get my hands on this rig? Because it looks pretty simple. And I was like, maybe I could do it with two Insta360 1R cameras, because I have two 360 versions of the Insta360 1R. And I have, but I think this is the cheapest way to do it, because right now, so the max lens, the lens itself is $100. So there's $200 right there. I already had a GoPro Hero 10. So there's one camera out of the way. So far I've spent $200 on top of everything that I already had. And I'm going to test it out tonight, this rig, to see, my, it's not going to be the best frame rate because my GoPro 9 can't do what my GoPro 10 can. But I'm going to dumb down my GoPro 9 or my GoPro 10 down to the highest settings that I can get with my GoPro 9. And we should be good to go, just to have a test file that I can throw into Mystica VR and do a VR 180 video test. But there's things that I want to test out with stabilization. I'm planning on putting this rig on a gimbal. Not sure how it's going to balance, but I thought about putting a little bolt like sticking out of the back of it, and then that way I could put some nuts on it, because I feel like it's going to be really front heavy because of these lenses. So I thought it'd be cool to put like a bolt back here that I can screw on a bunch of nuts to kind of counterweight this whole rig, and then I think it'll be perfect. But that was just me in the shed today, not the shed, in the workshop. So let's see who's in the chat. Let's see what's going on here. So I saw right off that Brett Newman's here, Reslermania's here, Nacho Rolling's here, Nacho says he did it. So he bought the Mini 3. Nacho, do you have a ETA on when that Mini 3 is going to get to you? Are you going to get it before August? Let me know. I might get it too, but I might just wait for August and buy it at Best Buy. But that's awesome, man. I hope you love it. Mike Renack is here. So Stephen Jones asked, let me get it over here. So Stephen Jones asked this question. Tonight, for some reason, when I went to, so I was in a super hurry. Like I went in there, turned the shower on. Then I came in here and set up the live stream. And as I was doing it and I went to schedule it, it said there was an error, and then I did it again. And then when I went to go to my my dashboard in YouTube, there were 2 live streams there, but it was so close to go live, I didn't want to delete them and start over. So I decided to just go live and figure out which one actually went live. And so I did that, and then I deleted the other one. So hopefully Stephen Jones is the only one that was confused by that. But I figured half of you guys would go to that and the other half would come here and we'd see what was going on. So I put the link in the club. I noticed that Dustin's still having problems getting into the club. So he says the reCAPTCHA security check failed. So Dustin, I'm going to ask you a question. When you see this, is it on your mobile phone? Is it on a desktop? If it's on a desktop, is it on a PC or a Mac? And then are you using Edge or Chrome or Firefox? Let me know what's going on there. That'll really help me troubleshoot what's going on. But yeah, I went in there and I made it all secure for Bob, and then I haven't seen him in a month. So not sure what's going on there, but I might make it less secure just so you guys can hang out on the club again. I am seeing posts from other people on there, so I think things are still functioning, and I've never had a problem when I've logged in. I have 3 different accounts that I log in. One's an admin account. One is kind of a dummy account, so I can see what other people go through. And then the other one is just me. I'll try to recreate the problem, but there might be something hung up in your cookies. And I'm starting to get all nerdy and website talk, but anyway, you might need to clear your cache. I don't know. But that's what sucks about me doing my own website. But anyway, what's up, Mr. Spat? Mr. Spat's in the house. I haven't gone through roll call yet. So here, Dustin said, awesome, thanks, Sean, got it fixed. So I don't know if you're in the club or not, or if I fixed my audio. I don't know. That's one hard thing about like chatting with someone, having a conversation with someone. It's a lot easier to follow. If I'm just reading what people are saying and I'm behind, sometimes I miss the memo. That or a wheel magnet strip they use when they balance your tires. What is that referring to? Is that referring to this? I'm not sure. What's up, Charles? Charles Gillespie's in the house. Eat more possums back. Okay, so Dustin says the club is fixed now for him. He kept getting a reCAPTCHA code error. It's on his desktop. I use Chrome. Okay. Mr. Spat is in the house. I love it when y'all say hi to each other. We're building a really cool little community. It's awesome. Sunrise Water Media is in the house. What's up? Hope you're having a good day. Okay, yes, the GoPro using a low profile wheel weights would work here. Okay. So you mentioned magnets. I wonder if magnets would affect the GoPro at all. I know like magnets used to be a no-no. Like you'd keep magnets away from your computer or else you'd lose everything. But now everybody's using magnets for everything, and I don't know what I can put a magnet on and what I can't. I also thought about doing washers or something. But yeah. Ooh. So what's really cool about this, it takes a little bit to set up, but you can see there I've got the 9 and I've got the 10. And I'm going to go through here and well, I found the first problem is I can't edit my screen because of these things. So I don't know if you guys can see it. This is the one that's actually doing a great job. So how VR180 works with the max lens mod on the camera is you have so on the GoPros you have a button that says, "Hey, I'm using the max mod," and the max mods are ridiculous. Like horizontal lock, like it's a gimbal. Your GoPro turns into a gimbal. I don't know why I didn't buy a max mod a year ago. I've been toying around with getting them. I feel like they didn't come out for 4 months or something like that, and then I kind of moved on. But I wish I would have had that max mod in Disney World. Because I was watching the footage, like it was beautiful footage. So what you do is you don't tell the GoPro that you have a max mod on, and what it does is it doesn't zoom in. So you can only shoot in 2.7K if you use the max mod, if you tell the camera that it's on. But if you don't tell the camera that you have the max mod on your GoPro, it uses the full sensor of the GoPro, and then you've essentially added an incredible fisheye lens onto your GoPro, and it's all stock. Like it all, I'll show you guys. Maybe I can't do it here. Nope, I can't do it. But the max mod itself is part of GoPro, and it screws, quarter turns onto the GoPro. And it is super, super cool. But yeah, it allows me to put a fisheye lens, which is what these are. But these are tiny. And the GoPro Hero 10 has a great sensor. And I'm hoping whenever the 11 comes out, which is probably the end of this year, this, once I learned this process of making a VR180 video from GoPro cameras, then every GoPro that comes out will just get better and better. Instead of spending $4,000 or $8,000 on a K2 with good lenses, by the time it's compressed and sent over Meta, Oculus TV, or YouTube, there's really no reason to get that high. So anyway, so that's kind of what we're going to talk about tonight. It's 7:00, so the pre-show is over. So peace out, y'all. But let's see what we got going on here. So there's a conversation going on that I don't understand between Sunrise Water and Dustin. So yeah. So if you've seen my channel for a while, you've seen me test this camera. You've seen me use this camera. You've seen me use the Lenovo Mirage. I tested a camera called the Jedi, which it was when VR180 was coming out, and it was a 3D camera, but I didn't like the fact that it wasn't a VR180 camera. I still think VR180 is the best thing to ever happen because it was a hybrid between VR and regular video. So you could record a 180 video. So I'd get from here everything in front of me, and you guys can like look around to see what's going on. So if I'm out flying my drone, like you have this huge, like you can look down and you can see me taking off with my drone, and then all of a sudden you can watch my drone go up in the sky. And it's a little bit harder to kind of frame your shot. Well, it's not harder to frame your shot, but it's a whole lot easier to get things in your shot that you don't want in your shot. But what you get to do is you can go, you can upload it to YouTube, and if you're on the desktop, you see a regular video, and then you can grab the mouse and grab the screen and move it around. You can look in different areas. If you're in a VR headset, it covers your peripheral vision, so you're immersed into the video, and you can look around like you're just sitting there with me making a video. And then it's even better than 360 video, because as a creator, I don't have to worry about everything in the shot. I only have to worry about what's in front of the camera, which is what I usually do anyway. Like, for instance, right now, I have this beautiful set that I spent months figuring out where to put my TV, where to put my other computer, downloading a screensaver. I got colored lights going on back there. I've got all this stuff sitting in a specific spot so it looks presentable. But if you looked right above the camera that you're looking at me out of, there's a bunch of cardboard boxes. If you looked over there, there's a big pile of unboxing boxes that I've never gotten around to picking up. Like, I'll do the box and I'll throw the box over there, and it's just things are just piling up over there. So Sunrise Media says 360 video on FPV drones is so cool. I agree with you there. One of the other things that I bought that, speaking of, so I started this channel out attaching things to my DJI Mavic Pro. Okay. There is this guy, oh my gosh, I can't think of his name now. What was I going to say? Oh, so his name's Jean Marie Canny. And he was, when I started 3D printing and designing things in 3D, I talked with him a lot on Facebook, and purchased, and he's how I found Shapeways, which is a online service that you can upload your 3D files and then you can sell them like a Etsy marketplace or something like that. But what I bought from him, so I put my Insta360 on my DJI FPV drone a couple months ago, and I flew it. And if I was better at flying without GPS, it probably wouldn't have mattered that much. But I have nightmares of when my when my drone started flying off or something like that because it lost GPS signals. So I had these weird anomalies happen when I put my Insta360 on top of my my DJI FPV drone, because it was interfering with the GPS. And here's the thing that scared me the most was I was flying on top of a baseball field, which is my favorite place to fly. And I was on top of light poles, and there's light poles and wires, and there's fences, and there's like these nets that catch the ball. It keeps the ball from getting out of the field. And so there's all these things I do not want to hit with my drone. Flying over top of that, my goggles said the home point was lost. The home point has changed. And so like my home point changed to the top, like 100 feet in the air over the ball field. And I was like, so if I lose connection and my drone returns to home, it's going to return to home in this random spot over fences and light poles. And I'm in the VR headset, or I'm in the FPV goggles. So I'm like, oh crap, I'm going to take my goggles off. I'm going to have to fly this line of sight, like cancel the fly to home or return to home and fly it back to me and all this kind of stuff. So anyway, so what I did was I purchased this, and this replaces, you can probably recognize this if you have the DJI FPV drone, but this replaces the nose, or like the frame around the camera on the DJI FPV drone. And it's what it does is gives me a GoPro mount on top of the camera and on bottom of the camera. So I can put a camera on top of the DJI FPV camera or below. He's got a picture of a 1R on top and bottom. I feel like that's way too heavy for the front of that drone. Like those back motors might be, going crazy trying to balance that thing out. But 360 on my FPV drone will happen again with this, and hopefully we will keep GPS the entire time. But Sunrise, if you've seen some of my other videos, I've been using my DJI Inspire to build out to fly a lot of those 360 cameras, because it can handle the payload without even feeling it. So another camera that I've got locked up right now is the DJI, or the Insta360 Pro. It's the original Pro, and what it is a 360 camera with 6 different lenses in a circle, and it utilizes those 6 lenses in a circle to be able to shoot. You can shoot 6K 3D 360 video with it, or you can shoot 8K 2D video 360 video. So what's really cool about that camera is I can pull VR180 videos from all directions. You can basically pick 2 lenses. So what it does is it records a different video file from each lens, and it records, which lens that was. And then in the software, you can pick 2 lenses and say, I want a VR 180 video out of those 2 lenses. And then you can point at another 2 lenses and pull VR 180 out of that. So I do have a pro rig. But those are all the cameras that I can pull VR 180 out of. But I'm super excited about this. So I'm going to test out this and 2 compare that video to the Evo and compare it to Insta361Rs. So I'm pretty excited about everything that's going on with what I just said. But this is why we're talking about VR 180 tonight, is because I threw this together. The other thing that the reason I want to do it with the GoPro is because the GoPro remote, I can record, I can start and stop the video on multiple cameras with the GoPro remote. So I'm going to get a remote, and then I probably won't have any issues with my videos aligning correctly. I probably still will clap 3 times at the beginning of the video just so I can, actually, like, if I have to realign it in post-production, I can. But that's the plan. So yeah. Something else I thought we would do is let me see what's going on in the club. There is stuff going on in the club right now, which is good. Oh, Dustin joined the groups. Good job, buddy. Dustin is in. That makes me happy. I did see you change your picture 6 days ago. So you were there 6 days ago. Got your Oakleys on. Now what's this? Ooh, Brett Newman posted a really cool oil rig. That's nice. What's up, Jim's Droning? Hope you're having a good night. Yeah. CAPTCHA's tricky. If there's stuff going on your computer, like if you've got viruses or if you've got sometimes even like firewalls and security can mess CAPTCHA up. So I apologize. Yeah, Jim, you're late. You need to go sit in timeout for being late, man. So in other news, I had an eye exam yesterday, and I have astigmatism. So I might be wearing glasses in the near future. I have a prescription, and the doctor said that my eyes aren't going to get any worse. Like, I'm not going to prevent them getting worse by wearing glasses. So I might just find a cheap pair of glasses online, put that prescription in, and get them so I can see if there's a difference or not. But not wearing glasses for 46 years and then all of a sudden wearing glasses doesn't sound fun to me. I know there's some people that have worn glasses their whole life. But I've had really good vision for most of my life. And I don't want to wear glasses now. Only if they make me look cool. If they make me look smart and cool. But what I don't want and what I'm afraid of is when I make videos for you guys are just going to see reflections in my glasses because I don't know what I'm doing with glasses. So yeah. So let me know in the chat if you guys, That's a funny comment. Dustin got captured, then recaptured. That's awesome. So tell me in the comments whether or not you guys ever hang out in VR. Since I've been working from home, I've spent a lot of time in VR. I even went to a meeting the other day in VR. I set it up with my my remote desktop and went to the meeting and sat in the entire meeting in VR, and it was really cool. I was out. There's a scene where you can set it up around a bonfire. So I was sitting in the mountains around a bonfire with the meeting up on a theater screen. So this is fun. And then I was watching, what was I watching? There's one video where there was a comedy show. I watched the comedy show in VR. And I thought I live in Nashville, so there's probably a lot of really cool things that I could put in VR and put up there. So definitely planning on doing that. I want to remind you guys that this is the last week, pretty sure, for Project Liquid. So the deadline is Monday the 23rd. So you guys have 6 days to post something to Project Liquid. I will say, if you post something now, there's a good chance you're going to win a t-shirt, because nobody has posted anything to Project Liquid yet. So if you don't know what Project Liquid is, if you become a member of the club, there is a link right there. Join the AV Club, and it's club.seanidstudios.com. All you have to do is register. The only thing that I take from you is your email address, and that's just to prove that you're a person. And then I don't spam you guys. Hopefully you guys don't get spammed by the system. I get alert emails, but you can go into the club and set the notifications that you want to get from the club. But if you join the club and then go to groups and join the Project Liquid group, there is a contest to win a free t-shirt from my merchandise store. And so that Project Liquid starts, all the submissions need to be submitted. So the deadline for the project, I'll just go ahead and show it. Let's see. All right. So we are here on the club. This is what the club looks like. These are our latest members. There's a link right here to join tonight's chat. If you guys want to join, that is how you get to it. I'm starting to make everything private to the club, because I've had some trollers recently. I've got pinned here, and once tonight's live stream is over, I'll delete this, and so this will be pinned to the top. But the assignment for April and May is Project Liquid. The winner gets a t-shirt of his or her choice. Post your videos in this group. And that's going to that's posted in Project Liquid. I don't know if you guys see that there though. Requirements for submitted videos: must be an AV Club member, must have something liquidy in the video. So however you interpret the word liquid, it can be water, it can be ink, it can be cornstarch and water. It can be like underwater video, water park, anything like that. Must be 2 to 2 to 2.5 minutes long. So minimum is 2 minutes, maximum is 2 minutes and 30. Must be fresh, so no old footage this time. We have a lot of submissions in the past that have pulled footage from like deep in the in the archives. Only one submission per person. Jim. Must add a link to your YouTube video. The deadline for the project is Monday, May 23rd at midnight, and we will watch all of them next week. And then we'll vote from the 24th to the 31st. Okay. And then there are 2 places you can pick a t-shirt from. One is Shawnite Studios merch, which is merchandise that has to do with my logo if you want to support the channel. Actually, either one of these support the channel. But I'll show you what that looks like first. I've got Splat t-shirts. This is kind of an optical illusion. This is kind of mimicking like Patagonia style t-shirt. Here's a Shawnite Studios blade, drone blade. So I've been kind of building up my merch store for a while. You can get cups and t-shirts and stuff like that. I'm giving away a t-shirt, but I'm willing to, the prize can be anything that's like $20 or less. Okay. Or a t-shirt. Some of these t-shirts cost more, but I don't want to spend all my money on that. And then here's the drone t-shirts. This is the drone shop. So I've got FAA licensed pilot. I pilot drones periodically, flying 6 blades. I want my FPV. It's funny how that shirt made it, but my Drone Bros t-shirt was not allowed. I fly Hex, fly Inspired. So I've got a lot of drone related videos out here. And if there's something that I like, this was called Freestyle. If there's something that you would like me to put on a t-shirt, I can design that as well. And I'll just add it to the pile. So also on the club, under groups, we have t-shirt and hat ideas. So if you go here and you want me to make a t-shirt for you, I can do that too. So yeah. So that's what that's about. Oh, we got a guest. Sunrise Media forehead. Let me switch this up. Are you frozen? You're not frozen. You just moved. What's up, Brent?
Hey, man. Am I frozen?
No, you were frozen for a while, but I think you were just making a face.
Okay. Yep. So Project Liquid, you cannot use old footage? I didn't see that. I was going to throw something together this week, but maybe I need to actually fly this weekend.
Do you have an underwater FPV drone?
Hopefully not.
Yeah. When I went to the beach, I thought about like buying a submarine drone just to swim around the ocean. Have you seen one? Have you seen those?
Yeah, are they tethered or are they free?
Well, it has to be tethered because you can't control it otherwise.
Okay.
Because like the Wi-Fi or the RC signal won't go through the water. But yeah, you put like a ground station on the beach, and then it has this big long tether that goes to the submarine, and you can drive it from the beach and do everything you would with like
Oh,
a regular
FPV.
drone.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it has to be wired. So, man, that would have been a cool Project Liquid, driving that through the lake or something. Actually, Tennessee lakes they're not see through.
Do they still make that splash drone?
Is it like orange?
Yeah.
I think so. I saw Dustin Dunhill fly a bunch of, like, he flew the mess out of the one that looks like a Phantom. There's one that looks like a Phantom, and then there's another one that's kind of fold up.
Same company makes both of those?
I think so. Let me see. What'd you call it? A splash drone?
Splash, yeah. Might as well join us, Nacho.
Yeah, you did it. He's been saying that all week. I saw his post on Instagram. I did it. And then I saw it on Facebook. I did it. And then the first thing he said tonight, yep, I did it.
Yeah. Hopefully he'll get it sooner than later.
Yep. I want to know when he's going to get it.
The Mini 3 Pro. Yeah.
Yep.
Nacho, did you go with the remote with the screen, or was that a little too much?
Swell Pro.
Swell Pro, that's right. Yeah.
Is that the company?
Yeah, yeah.
So let me pop this up. So they're on the Swell Pro. The Splash drone is all the way up to 4, it looks like. I see a bunch of 3 pluses. Here's the 4 plus. So that's what that looks like. And then this was, I guess it's not a fold-up drone, but it's the Spry. And it's more like a
oh, yeah, it's kind of,
it looks like some of the other drones we've flown before.
Yeah.
But
I guess that's a GPS bump on the back of it there.
Yep. Well,
it looks pretty sturdy.
Yeah, it's pretty legit. The only thing is, like, there's this big plastic thing over the camera, and just like a GoPro, as soon as you put it under the water, you get a bunch of drops everywhere. So, like me, I would fly this drone and try not to get it wet. But, like, I would love to have this feature that if it fell in the lake, I could fly right back out of the lake. That's the only reason I would use this type of drone. But
because if you're an avid boater,
yeah,
you'd want to take a chance. Did that show the controller also being waterproof?
Yep.
Right there.
Yeah, so it's
that's interesting.
I don't know what I just did there.
I didn't know the controller was fishing drone. Okay. So they actually make it for fishing.
Yeah, shark catch. You're going to go catch a shark.
Yeah, one of Sean's people will get you in the door, Chris. So it looks like Nacho did get the little bitty new smart controller kind of remote.
Oh, cool.
Alexa, make big light blue.
There he is.
No talking to Alexa when you're on my stream.
I didn't realize I was in yet.
You start making my room do things.
Well,
Order Mini 3 Pro.
Right.
so
Send a Mini 3
Ship
Pro
to Brent.
to Brent Newman.
it's a song and a dance with them ordering stuff, because I ordered everything.
Everything.
I just said I just gotta order everything right off the bat. So I ordered the $909 package with the smart controller. I ordered the
Flymore.
the Flymore Plus.
Oh,
The two, so with the extended batteries, because the way I look at it is, I don't know what the advantage of not registering your drone is, and I've already have it registered because I'm at 107, so it's technically it is registered as soon as it's mine.
All right.
I'll put the sticker on it, and if I want to fly 250, I can fly 250 gram with the regular battery. So I just went all out.
Yep.
So you've got, say, 60. So does the Flymore have 2 batteries in it?
2 batteries that fly 47 minutes.
Flymore
Plus.
Minutes. Okay, so you've got 90 minutes with those batteries. Then you've got another 90 minutes with your 3 30-minute batteries.
No, it only comes with one 30-minute battery.
Oh, I'm stupid. Yeah, never mind.
So I ordered that. I ordered the Flymore, and then I'm here watching. I started joining. I really wish I didn't. So like a DJI Mini 3 Pro group, and it's all the same stuff that the fighting and the name calling and I'm not saying it, I'm just reading, and I'm just like, I forgot what this was like. And I'm hearing people say, well, when they ordered all 3, the order doesn't ship until August.
Yep.
And I was like, and some people saying you should cancel your order, and now there's people in UK are picking them up in stores already.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, today is the day they were allowed to be activated. Well, if you got it already, you couldn't use it, but today is the day they all activate. And I was like, So then I'm like, I decided to get on with tech support because I don't have a ship date. It did a flash up when you order, it tells you what your ship date will be. Yep. So I figured I'll play stupid and go and ask what my ship date will be. And they looked it up and they said it'll ship. I think it was July 3rd.
Oh.
Is my 13th. July 13th was my ship date. And I was just like, that doesn't work for me. I said, can I cancel? I said, I hear that if I cancel my order, because what happens, it says specifically in your little receipt that that when everything is in stock, it will ship. So it won't ship until the Flymores are available, and they don't get released till August.
Oh gosh!
So I said, would it make sense if I canceled my order and reordered? Because I went into order again just to see what it would show me if I just ordered the drone, and it gave me the end of June. So it wasn't really much of a difference. And then the guy on support said, "Well, I could split your order if you'd like, sir, and it'll give you a sooner shipping date." And I said, "Well, what would that shipping date be? Because, it wasn't going to be like a day." Well, the ship now, they split my order, so the Flymore is separate from the drone, and my ship date is 5/31.
Okay.
Nice.
There you go.
Right. So that's what I did today.
So what are you getting? What are you getting on June 2nd or 3rd? Are you getting a Flymore kit that you can't use, or are you getting?
No, I'm getting the drone with the controller. I just won't have
with
extra
the RC
batteries.
controller.
Yeah.
Nice.
So at least I'll have that. And I flew today. I blew the dust off the Mavic. I took it out of its little thing.
Yeah.
And I noticed that it's starting to show its age. Like it has rust on the screws. Where was this?
Oh, wow.
All the time it's so the screws in the back, they're all rusty.
Yeah.
But look how pretty it still is.
That's from flying over the ocean in that salty air.
Flying, touching the waves with the drone like an idiot. That's what
Yeah, all the misty, salty air.
But I mean, my numbers are. I ordered another set of numbers like these. You know, as the numbers. I hope that was my phone number. I think the phone number I have on the inside, so you have to take the battery out to see my phone number.
Yeah.
I think. Nope, no phone number.
So Brent, are you using my sticker as a back scratcher?
Yeah.
Picking your earwax out with my Shawnide Studio sticker?
Just for the record, my Shawnide Studio hat is like my favorite hat. I wear it almost every day, even on like just in the morning when I wake up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Did you get the trucker hat or the
like a beanie?
You got the black.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, yeah.
I said that it's my favorite hat, then I don't know where it is. Oh, there it is. This hat. The only thing that I don't like about this hat is that I think the logo is too high. At least for my head, it's too high.
Is it too big? Do I need to make it half size?
No, I don't think it's too big. It's just that it's the placement, because here's the bottom of the hat, and I don't know if you're supposed to wear these hats like rolled up, but if I wear the hat like just like I see other people wear the hat,
yeah,
the logo is like really high on my head. See what I mean?
It's like a target for bird droppings now.
Yeah, or it looks. But so when I wear it, I tend to fold it a little bit. But if you fold it, then you cover the logo. But it's like a sleeping cap. I slept in the car the other night camping, and I slept with this hat on. Kept my head warm. And I can't even focus on my screen with my glasses. They're so bad. Hold on.
All right.
But I like the hat. I like the hat. It's comfortable because it's not super warm, but it keeps the wind off your head. Yeah,
right, keep
so
it
I
on.
spent money. I spent a lot of money, and I'm excited about it. And I love the different things that I paid attention to are like with the new drone. The idea of the new drone is like when you have the Flymore package, you'll be able to charge 2 batteries at once because the multi battery holder thing. It's still going to do 1 battery at a time, but you can charge that battery directly in the drone out of the box. So technically, you can keep 2 batteries in the thing, in the whatever group charger thing, and 1 charging in the drone itself. So it's not a bad. If you're driving around between places, at least you're topping everything off.
So yeah, so what you're saying is like you get a charger with the drone, and then the Flymore package is separate. So in the past, like the multiple battery charger, you had to use your battery charger to plug into the multiple battery charger. So do you think you get 2 chargers, or
no? You don't get, when you get the drone out of the box, you get, this is your future, Sean.
I'm listening. Whoa, he froze it. That was freaky.
No,
you're like, this is your future, Sean. Then you're like, you like froze with this really creepy hat, like creepy.
No, I'm talking about the glasses. I'm just saying that the reflection of the glasses.
Oh, I don't know. See, that's what I don't want to do.
I know it touched me. It's a hard thing to deal with. Really hard thing to deal with.
Can you get like a matte finish on so not so shiny?
I don't know. These are gaming, like prescription gaming glasses, like just reading glasses, like 2.25, whatever. Anyway, but when you charge the battery, if you were to buy just the drone and a controller, it would come with a USB-C cable that you plug into the back of the drone to charge the battery.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Right.
Yeah,
So
you're right.
I have USB-C cables everywhere, so I could still and big chargers like my Mac. I have an Anchor charger for my Mac because the Mac charger went on the, and it has multiple USB-C ports that come off of it, and each one of them is 30 watts. So I could plug the drone into one. I can plug the battery charger, the multi-battery charger, into another, and so I'll be able to charge batteries as I'm driving around because I have multiple USB ports in the car too that are high wattage. So
Man, it
Yeah.
must be nice to have a car with USB-C ports in it.
well,
I need to upgrade one of these days.
yeah, you get one of those. You get them, like what are they, like a trailer plug? They have
Yeah.
USB ports that plug onto one of those, like a battery tender plug.
But
I have
my
those.
current is my current pretty much sucks on my output, my car.
Gotcha. But,
Okay.
Probably
Sorry.
need
there
to
you
wire
go.
it directly to the battery.
So
There you go.
just
Yeah,
plug
there's
the
a
USB port to the back, and that's how you charge it.
So you charge one battery in the drone, and then
Right.
with the multiple charger, you plug that into it, like plug a USB-C into the multi-charger.
Right.
that's handy.
So if you have a powered hub, you're going to be doing well. Technically, I mean, is it really a big? It's not a big deal because you still can't fly because you charge your drone, so you charge the battery. But if you're getting ready to go out and you're in a hurry, you have an extra option. See, if you were to go order that right now, just to try to order, go just fill your shopping cart, but do it one thing at a time and watch the way the date changes on the bottom of the screen.
All right, so we're gonna uncheck that, and I want with the RC.
So that should say the 29th of June.
Oh gosh, continue without coverage.
See, you can see it. It'll show, like when I was on that last page that you were on. As soon as you highlight it, one thing, it tells you an estimated ship date. And once you click on different things, see, it's along the bottom of the screen. Expected delivery date.
Oh, yeah.
6/29.
629. Yeah.
629.
Right.
That's
Now, when you add
that's
the
not too bad.
flyboard, right? That's a month away,
August.
a month and a half.
So that's
then
August. That's June.
August. Oh, no RC. Oh, yeah.
So
Right, they want to sell those the big combo packages, so everything else is on the back burner.
yeah, so if you have a DJI Air 2S, you can use that controller with your Mini 3. So I can fly this one.
Now, what is it? But when you add the Fly More combo, it really pushes it back. The Fly More Plus combo. And I'll tell you, I almost went with the regular Fly More for the 250 grams, but then I was like, I don't know what the advantage is. I mean, I went on talked to those guys the other night. I didn't go on, but I talked to them, and I was like, what is the advantage? Except for like a stealth thing of crashing it and not having somebody find you. There's no real
Oh, so if I get the Fly More Plus, it says it'll ship July 17th.
Right.
Or no, it'll ship within 40 days.
Just gets. Now, we all know that these dates usually end up being sooner than later, as supply is a regulation. Oh, yeah. I've had nothing but luck with. I've had nothing when my camera broke that time out over the ocean.
Yeah.
And they sent me a new one. I had it like in 3 days. I expected it to be like weeks, and it was ridiculous how fast the turnaround was.
Yeah.
So I feel like very spacey with my light up. If I can't get rid of the reflection, I'm going to embrace it.
Yep.
It's like sunglasses, but
it almost looks like square eyeballs or rectangular irises.
Gotcha. But I'm very excited about this. But you know what? The more I look at it, the more I read about it, the more videos I watch, it almost sounds like the Mavic Pro. Like it brings back vertical shooting.
Yeah.
It's got limited sensors. I mean, the Mavic Pro has front and downward. At least this one has back sensors. So I'm kind of like switching over to half the size of the same thing, but half the size and and 4 times the resolution.
Yeah.
So,
And flight time is so much better too.
Yep.
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 It's got good flight time. I'll be interested to see. I don't know. Do you know how much stronger the motors are? Nacho, I know you've been looking at it. Like
you know what? Everything
my original Mini was like it would get tossed around.
Oh, they're saying wonderful things about it, and even better things when you have the heavy the powerful battery in it. That little extra weight makes it so much more stable. They said. I mean, but it's still relatively stable as it is.
Yeah.
So, but
cool.
I like.
I'm anxious to see it.
I'm excited too. I'm probably not going to make videos of it, but I will make videos with it. So
that'll work.
You know, just by the time I get it, it'll be old news.
So and some of those tracking shots.
What's that?
Those tracking shots you do.
Your helicopter.
Yeah. Now I could fly in front of me, and I don't have to worry about it flying backwards into something. That'd be good.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah.
Because before I had no, there was no sensors on my truck. I was lucky; it was over the river, and there was nothing to run into. But I did still watch it like a hawk.
Yeah. Well, did you see 51 Drones crashed his? But he had it for 3 months, so his was probably, he was like, I've been flying it for 3 months, so it might not be the same drone you're getting.
Wow, 3 months! I didn't realize that.
Do you see the video of that guy hitting the school bus?
Yeah.
Oh my god, that is hilarious. I mean, I think it was starting to like pull up, but it was expecting something to be like a parked bus. It didn't know what to do about something coming at it, and it just smashed the front of them. Yeah, that was great.
Yeah, I think the APAS works really good on things that aren't moving.
Yeah,
but it can't figure out if something's moving towards it.
No, it doesn't know. It's not set up to do that.
Because I think it does the same thing if you've got a Oculus Quest, right? Or the
my son does, but he never uses it. I'm starting to play with it more.
So
like you.
So I started.
Have you watched a movie yet? On one.
Huh? Yes, I've watched.
Have you done one of those movie theater, like the movie theater experience, where you look around and it's like you're in the theater?
So when you put the Oculus Quest on first, and you're set every time, you have to set up your Guardian, make sure that there's nothing in the way. I do it here at my desk, so if I get tired, I just know that I can sit my controllers down on my desk and just sit back in my chair and watch, and then I know where things are, so I don't like punch or like throw a tennis ball or something at my screen, but it always tells me that there are things in my way, like there are objects in my view.
Right, and
as so it has like
it
has all these little dots. Do what?
As you get close to it, you start seeing the dots and the edge of it, and that you're going to hit something. At least my son's set up that way.
Yeah,
like
so
you start wandering out of your safe zone. The cameras in the outer cameras for showing you that you're in your room. You okay there?
So if you put that on your face and you've got like, it'll have a dot and then it'll have a straight line up and it'll show you like where those things are in your plane of view. That's the same thing that your drone's doing. Like it's analyzing in front of you with the LiDAR or whatever technology it's using in the sensors to pick those things out. And so none of those things are moving. So that's how it, like when I flew it straight towards my camera, like the original APAS, the original DJI Air, it went straight towards my tripod and then it went around my camera. That freaked me out the first time I tried that, because I was like, this could go terribly wrong, because I don't know if I can get extra. I don't know if I can get replacement blades yet because this drone just came out. Is it going to scratch the lens of my camera? Like, what am I doing? But
I think wasn't I there for your first flight of your Mini?
you were.
That was
So-
that thing was.
So if you come
bad.
visit me again, like you flew my Mini last time, I'm gonna fly your
No, I
Mini
didn't.
this time.
You didn't let me fly your Mini.
I did. Yes, I did.
No, you didn't.
I let you open it up. Yes, I did.
Nope. We raced. To see how fast it was, but
I didn't
no,
let you fly
never.
it.
No, I didn't even ask. I don't. It's your new toy. I'm not going to be there for that.
I thought for sure
I
I
know
let you
better.
fly it.
Nope.
Oh well.
It
never
never
mind.
even came up. I never asked though. In all fairness, so
Yeah.
I loved how small it was.
Yeah,
I
it's
just
tiny.
I'm looking forward to that. Although today I went down to the river. I did 2 shoots. I shot 2 things today. I went we just built a new Taco Bell right like a few blocks from here, my wife's company. So I went and took some aerial shots, and I was flying. There were so many power lines on the streets, street poles, and everything else. I was just like, I know I have a new drone coming, so maybe I was a little braver than normal.
Yeah.
But I haven't really flown much. I haven't flown since I've been home. I've been home 3 months, but I just kind of went up straight, and I did the like a Ken Heron. Look, I could see the top of the pole through the camera. Like when you fly under a bridge, you could see the bottom of the girder and over the girder.
Yeah.
So I said, okay, I'm just above it, and I was probably maybe a foot above the pole, of the light poles, trying to get the cables out of the pictures. And I was just, some guys looking at me and goes, Jesus, those power lines, that'll be over. Like, that's not how electricity works, dude. You gotta hit 2 power lines.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless you do like me and have a airplane and you short the 2 power lines. Yeah.
Oh, that's not good.
Vaporized.
I was talking to somebody. He flew his Phantom kind of down where the power line, like between the power lines, and he got in this magnetic field, and all of a sudden he lost connection, and so his drone sat there for like 15 minutes, and then just landed.
Oh man!
He had to walk out in this field that like hadn't been mowed all summer and got burrs all over him and stuff like that to go get his drone.
When I crashed into the water tower in Arizona, I got burrs in me too. I was pulling burrs out of my feet for a very long time.
Yeah,
but that was an interesting little B&E on Christmas Eve because it crashed and it was stuck behind the fence and it was still on, and it was like, and I'm looking at myself on my controller as it's pointing towards me on the other side of the fence, and I'm like, well, this sucks.
yeah.
And I'm with this skinny guy, and I'm like, hey, skinny guy, you hop that fence. And he's like, no. That's breaking and entering. Like,
Yes, Steve and Chris, I would love to dive that oil well, but people are there 24/7. So, and if it went down in there, I would not want to go retrieve it. Plus, who knows? There might be fumes in it. What if I had a battery fire? Boom! No.
Kill everybody.
Just put a sparkler on your FPV drone, and then
There you go. They'll love that, right?
See what happens. Or like that.
That would be awesome to orbit it at night, though, wouldn't it? Just
oh yeah,
dive it,
and
orbit
put
it.
like a 30-second exposure as you do in circles. Oh my god, that would be awesome.
I could do that from a distance. Our land is right up next to it, so I could launch from my place and just
do an orbit around it, and then take the picture with
real slow. You think with a
really big sparkler because you have to set the orbit.
Yeah, if you've got one of your drones that flies for 30 minutes, just do one orbit in 30 minutes.
Yeah, like a hyperlapse type thing, maybe at night, or
it'll be like a halo.
Or do a long exposure.
No, you do long exposure with a camera from the ground, so the sparks.
Oh, I got you. Yeah,
it looks like a halo.
Circuit, like a halo with crap flying on a hair.
Or I could put really bright LED strips on it.
Yeah. I'll put one of those blinking lights.
safer.
You get like a dashed line,
Yeah.
the dashed halo.
So
I
have either of you tried the like some of these strobes that they sell? Like I know Firehouse or whatever the company's called sells them, and
Yeah, I've got a Firehouse. It's really, really bright.
really bright.
Yeah, they're good.
I don't ever fly at night.
Well, I could barely see the Mavic at 1,000 feet. I remember how the first time you flew the Mini, we couldn't
Yeah,
see it.
It was the same color. It's the same color as the clouds. And so
It's
as
the
soon
same
as I
color as
flew
the
it up
cloud.
to the cloud, it was like, where'd it go?
Yeah.
You can fly line of sight in the parking lot, but like any further,
Yeah, so I was
that's
thinking
why I love my
like some
Inspire.
kind
Like,
of
even
strobe.
the silhouette of my Inspire, I can tell what direction it's going.
Yeah, on the Firehouse, some of the Firehouses you can do a strobe or a steady light or a slower flash. Depends on your environment or what's your purpose, I guess.
When I
So,
dropped in
Nacho,
on
you need to have
Jim-
a strobe with one color on the front and a different color on the back, so you know,
Yeah.
just like a sailboat, you can tell which direction it's going by the color of light
Yeah.
that's on it.
I just want to know where it is in the sky because
Yeah.
I have I'm pretty good with the controller and the positioning with the screen. I just want to be able to know, like, meet the requirements of, like, yes, there it is. I don't know which way
Yeah.
it's pointing, but it's
Yeah.
in the sky. That little blinky light up there is my strobe.
Yeah, and it can extend your line of sight too because you can see
Right,
it farther with the strobe. Yeah.
So in like evening and early morning stuff, not in the midday, I'm sure it won't help at all, but I'm dying to take my Mavic and doing, how like people paint with light.
Mhm.
You always see like painting with light up in the sky.
Mhm.
But now I have a drone that could sit up there for 40 minutes hovering over, so I can set up over in the sky or in the desert looking down at some great rock formation, and then have the Mavic Pro doing
Oh, just constantly paint for 40 minutes or something?
painting circles, and or I could take a page out of Sean's book and do a map plan for the Mavic.
Yep.
And write
Oh,
words.
you can make a
Oh,
grid.
yeah. Yeah.
And just use the lighting that's on the drone, or just put some kind of LED on, like
Yeah.
a flat LED strip on top,
Hmm.
and just get something written huge across. I have all these ideas now that I have two drones. Oh no, now I'm dangerous. Like I wasn't dangerous before.
So
But
remember when I used to get all those little, like that Chinese guy on Amazon would, like, I'd have to buy his product and then I'd do like $2 Tuesday on my, or $4. I don't
Yeah.
remember what I used to do on my channel, but they used to have these little, they're like LED flashlights that would go, you'd attach them kind of like guns underneath your arms on your drone.
right,
So you could.
I have the
you could paint
Lumen
with
Cube
that.
brackets.
Yep. I don't know. That Mini won't be able to handle much.
No, it won't be able to handle anything. But I'll still
But
have the
I was able
Mavic
to put
do
the
heavy
Go on
lift.
my. I put the Go on my Mini, and it handled it. So if what everybody's saying is the motors are more powerful and the blades are longer, it'll be able to handle a little bit more weight. So maybe the Go 2,
Well,
and that's
I
anything like that.
I just want to. I'm fine with it the way it is. If I need to do something crazy, I'll use the Mavic because I have all the brackets and all these different mounts for it already.
Yeah.
And I wish nobody's comparing. See, you were asking about how much more powerful it is. But everybody's comparing it to the minis and to the Air 2 and the Air 2S, and no one ever talks about the original Mavic Pro. You know what I mean? Because it's old news, and that's all I have. That's all I've ever flown is the original Mavic Pro. So I'm going to assume that it's got to be much better image quality. I mean,
Oh, yeah. Bigger
it
sensor.
should
right?
be it should be like I mean it should be like ridiculously better because it's a much bigger sensor. The sensor's like twice as big, and it's going to give you like 4 times the resolution. So
Yeah.
but the original Mavic Pro sensor was the same size as the sensor in the Air 2, I think. So, I don't know. I never really paid attention to the Air 2 until recently, the Air 2S. So when I thought about it, I was trying to decide between that and the FPV.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Hey, how old is old footage?
Yeah.
Somebody was asking that before. How old is old footage? Because, you know, I'm stuck in Syracuse working. I ain't got no footage. But I do have. What,
You don't have
still
any
on my
liquid
phone,
around
does
you
it
at
have-
all. There's nothing liquid around you at all. You're a smart man. You're creative. You can figure that out.
So we do have
You could take your iPhone out and blow people away with your creativity. I know you can.
with my
Just
iPhone.
because you're not in the mountains and in God's country, like just you can figure that out.
I do like a deadline.
You got a toilet, you got a sink, you got a bathtub. Now I don't want to see any, like, it needs to be like PG, at least 13.
At least.
I don't want to see like nachos chips, but
Nachos chili dog.
yep.
Hospital. Let's see. Boy, did you see any of those pictures I was taking from the roof of the hospital last week?
I was
On the parking garage, yeah.
Yeah.
I saw 3 posts from you that said I did it, but everything else. Oh, that's a cool shot.
Yeah, Bob. Chris made me wear this today. I had no choice. Sorry.
I did a lot of cool sunsetty stuff. I was getting out of work at 8:30 and the sky with all different colors. I mean, it was so pretty.
Yep.
Very pretty. If you look at my Instagram, it'll be like the first couple of pictures. It's the same as my YouTube, but that's another thing. Because you know I like night photography and low light stuff, and that might have been the clincher for getting the Mini. And you know, I was thinking about what you said last week, and I even think I talked to Brett about that for a second. I said it makes sense for me because, one, I'm cheap as all get out, and even though the Air 2S would probably be a better purchase, it's also would probably cost me about another $700 or $600 more by the time I get it home. And I don't like to spend money if it's not making me money. You know what I mean? And I love the smart controller, but I know when I priced it, when I filled my cart with the Air 2S and the combo with the smart controller, before I even added fly more and everything, I think it came up for like $1,700 or something stupid like that. So
Yeah.
I think for my social media antics, it's like actually perfect for me. And I know how to fly, so the sensor, I don't think I'll miss the sensors.
Yeah. I think it's good for you.
Yeah, it's still good enough quality to take. It'll give me better picture quality, which is where my heart really lies anyway. So when I want to do stuff, 48 megapixel pictures, no joke. I mean, I get nice stuff out of the drone now. Imagine what it'd be like, what they're going to be like. I can't wait to put 2 of them in, like, see their actual size side by side. Oh, it looks like a little race car.
Yeah. Well, I was going to say, like, a lot of these LED strobes, you can change the colors on them.
Right.
I've seen some of them where you can even, like, my lights in the back, my hue, where there's like thousands of colors on them.
Right.
So you could set up a scene just on your light and then have that thing fly around in the sky.
Well,
I mean, I think you could do a lot of different things with your.
Oh, well, I have little tiny, I don't have it right here, but little flashlights and little tiny little things that can change color and do stuff. Even just lights on the drone, on the arms, will paint nice light for what I'm thinking of. I have an image in my head of my Mavic doing a circle. What is that? One of those circles around it?
The
Orbit.
orbit.
Yeah, an orbit.
Dude.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Orbit with my loon cubes on, it, because I have the dual loon cube mounts.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Yeah.
So but so you have this floodlight, these lights set on high, lighting, like, see the tree picture. Look at that tree picture. That one, yeah. Just imagine this, and the tree will be lit up well because I'm using the loon cubes, the dual loon cubes with the Mavic flying wide circles.
Yep.
But now, instead of looking at this angle, you're looking down from the sky at it. You know what I mean? Like, it just, I don't know. You don't see a lot of that.
Yeah.
So you're gonna hover above the tree, above your drone, and then fly another drone with the loom cube pointing down at the tree.
Yes.
And so you'll have a circle with the top of the tree. That's a great idea.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Right. I'm just saying that. I'm not talking about a tree, but like some kind of rock formation in the desert or whatever.
Or liquid.
And even though I'm
A lake.
Yeah.
Sorry. Project Liquid.
Yeah, a lake.
Just think
I
of
was
all
at
the
the river
reflections
today.
you could get off of waves on a lake.
Right.
Yeah, Sean.
But
Remember.
so
Yeah, go ahead, Nacho.
you could, while the drones are doing their thing, you could still do these pictures with a tripod and just have it sit there going off every few minutes and doing long exposures.
Yeah.
But yeah, that having an extra drone could make this very interesting, especially since the Mavic have those loon cube mounts.
Yeah.
I could even probably get my my panel on it. That I have the big loon cube panel.
Oh, yeah.
Plus
Yeah.
or whatever. So I can have any color I want.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
I have a lot of. It's good when I'm feeling creative. I'm in that right spot, or like I'm sure I'm going to be in the desert next winter. When I pick a
Oh,
assignment.
yeah. The desert would be great for that.
Right, UFOs, baby.
Dude,
My own UFOs.
I love this picture. I mean, you don't even need a drone to do that. You could probably do that with just run around in a circle a lot.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
But
Probably.
like this one right here is pretty neat.
Yeah, when I had the Inspire 1,
I don't know
Sean,
how
you
they
remember
do that.
remember that big light I had carried from the bottom of it? 20,000 lumen, I think it was.
Yeah, didn't you like shine it on the front of your house or something?
Yeah, that was really fun for light painting, but it's pretty heavy too.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you have a 40-minute flight time, then you don't need something that heavy. You just spend the time painting and flying it around.
Yeah, and I think you could have Nacho. I think you can even have some really cool videos with the what is it called? Are the super shots? What is that mode?
The master shots. Yeah.
So like when I put my Air 2S in master shot mode, like it just goes crazy. It just starts like goes that way, and then it comes back to me, and then it shoots up there, and then it goes over there, and then it orbits me, and like
it does it does all the shots in one go.
Yeah, all the things.
Yeah, but I'm definitely looking forward to some light painting, but getting different perspectives. You know what I mean? Because
that's a great idea.
So that's just the beginning. I have a lot of fun ideas, and I'm not gonna, push the whole that it's the drone, like the Mini 3 thing. I just want to do pictures. I'm tired of the whole sales thing. I really am, but painting's good. Oh,
so
the Helix would be so
yeah,
cool.
The Helix would be awesome. I was just thinking about that.
Yeah,
I think
you know what I really wish the Mini had?
What's that?
A light.
The LED light that points straight down on the rest of them. Yeah.
Yeah. Now I don't want it because I want the light. I want it because there's companies that have a sensor that you put over it. So when you turn the light on, it activates something else.
Right. Yeah.
So you could use that to light your sparkler, for example. You know what I mean? Like with a a solar igniter that you'd use from a model rocket or whatever. So that would really, because like the sparkler flying through the air would be so cool on a long exposure from the grounds and as long as you didn't burn the woods down. Not a good thing.
Yeah.
The world's a
Well,
little dry.
What about those little LED candles that, like, you know, make it look like a flame, but they're not really a flame? Like, I think something like that would be cool. Like, they look like little, you know, you see them at a wedding on the middle of the table.
Yeah. Well, you ever see the people when they take the steel wool and they spin it around on fire?
Yeah.
It's like that picture at the bottom right there. That's one of those. This yellow one at the bottom center.
Oh, yeah,
screen.
this one.
Yeah, that's steel wool.
Yeah.
On a string, you set it on fire and they just do a long exposure spinning it around. Now imagine that from a drone. I just think it would be. I mean, if you didn't, you might burn everything down. But you know.
You got to do that in a parking lot, away from shrubbery. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, that would be pretty awesome.
Yeah, I keep on wanting to do that, but at the same time, I've been honestly, I don't want to be on the news. That guy taking a picture burns down 800,000 acres of forest because he's an idiot. Try to avoid that headline.
So here's a couple of top view versions,
right?
Which are pretty sweet.
That's, and I'm sure those lights are being done by a person, not a drone.
Yeah, it looks like one of those tubes. You know, those big light tubes.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah,
they're probably going like
Ron. Mr. Ron Lockwood, everyone.
Oh, what's up, Ron?
Man,
hey, Ron, good to see you.
See, when y'all come in here and start talking to me, I don't even look at the chat anymore. I feel like I can't multitask. I'm a horrible host. I'm not a horrible host. I need to take that back. But I get distracted. Like now I want to go out and light paint right now.
It's fun. It looks like look at that one. Oh, with the Galactic Center in the background. Middle row left.
I don't know what a Galactic Center is.
Make it big.
Oh, yeah, like around. Okay.
Which one?
Yeah, it's like that's a long, probably like a 30-second exposure picture. You were right on the first. No, the one next to it's the left. Because you look at the background, that's the Galactic Center. That's the Milky Way.
Well, I know what a Milky Way is. I was looking for a museum or something, like a.
No, that's the Galactic Center, the center of our universe.
Okay.
That you're seeing. That's the brightest part. So then doing so, because I've done a lot of that photography. Nothing as good as that, unfortunately. And I've done some light painting, but again, not as good as that. But I'm sure my next goes will be better as long as I'm in the right spot. With twice I've gone to Devil's Tower to do that. Speaking of Ron Lockwood,
yeah,
he hooked me up with a place to stay, and now he lives there. But twice I've gone there, and both times it just stormed at night, and I couldn't do anything. It was just son of a gun. The first time it was like Wrath of God stuff. See, oh, look at this one, that one you have open now, with the square over it.
Yeah.
Look how the light is lighting the water.
Yeah.
And again, you have the Milky Way in the background, but it's just the Galactic Center. See, you know it's the center because you have the bright circle there. Because you'll see, if you stay out in the dark enough sky long enough, you'll see that it goes completely around the planet. Like you see it on every side because we are in the Milky Way, but we're at the outer edge.
Yep.
So you put those certain times a year, usually between, let's say, like March, April, and August is galaxy, not galaxy season, nebula, no, Milky Way season, Galactic Center season, whatever, and you get to. There's all kinds of apps that show you what the best time and where to be, but it goes across the whole sky. It gets really bright at the center.
Yeah,
it's the lid of the jar that we're in. Yeah, but I mean, light painting is so much fun. I have some, but they're really horrible. so I'm not going to show you.
Yeah, I've got some too. I used to like to do like there's one like this was when I was dating my wife, and I would set up the long exposure, and she would stand there the entire time and pose, and then I would go there half the time and like hold her, and it looked like she was holding a ghost of me because like I was see through but she wasn't.
Gotcha.
Or I'd do something where she would sit still, but then she'd move her head back and forth, and so she'd look like a crazy person.
That picture that you have the mouse over right now, oh, that's my mouse. Right by your Sean I logo, top right, that's big. Like that peak with the big light around it.
Yeah.
See, that's more like what I was thinking with the tree, but that's like from above looking down or almost level, so it looks like a halo.
Yeah.
Just a little bit the same angle, but down instead of up.
When I see that shot, all I think about is, am I going to lose connection when my drone gets on the other side of that big rock?
Well, I'm sure
like the water tower that I tried to fly around, that I was just afraid my drone was just going to hover, turn around, and come straight back at me through the water tower.
I like the one in the bottom right too, with the circle looks vertical. That would be really hard to fly over and over again. The
Circle
blue
looks
one,
vertical.
down right, bottom right hand corner. That's no, you were on it already.
This
Over
one?
to the right. Nope, one more. This one, yeah, below that, yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Now,
I think that's just perspective.
it could be, or DroneLink might have an ability to change the altitude gradually, throughout an orbit.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Ooh, you know what so you can't do this with your new your new Mini 3. You won't be able to do that for like a year and a half with DroneLink. But with your DJI Mavic Pro with DroneLink, there's a thing called facades. And you can actually just like you do the map of the ground, with facades, you do the map of the side of a building. So it'll like go back and forth and go up and scan the side of a building. So you could do all kinds of cool stuff with that. But
yeah, so that's the photography end of it will be done by the Mini, but the lighting is going to be done by the Mavic, because I got all the brackets and everything, so I can put all kinds of crap on it. Plus, it can handle carrying a bunch of stuff. Oh, that's nice. The tree and the spiral, the helix going up above the tree.
Yeah,
that's nice. But
I wonder what a droney would look like. So, or like the asteroid. So it kind of pulls back up, and then the drone sits there and takes like 48 images and then comes back down. So it might just be like a explosion in the sky with the lights pointing in different directions.
And if you even if you just shoot that from the ground with like a star filter on the camera,
yeah,
it would probably be really wild, it would do a ball, or at least a nice flat UFO. UFOs.
Yeah, because the asteroid I don't know what it would do at night. I don't know if it would try to take long exposure photos, so it might take 10 minutes to do an asteroid at night, because the camera would be trying to actually expose it correctly. But you could do it pointing in one direction and then turn the drone around and do it in the other direction. And
since you're not trying to get a real picture, you can set it on manual, because when I do them, I do it on manual to keep the sky from blown out.
That's a good point.
So you just set it for anything you want.
Yep.
You're not trying to get a picture, you're trying to get the drone doing stuff.
I want to see you do that.
See, that's
some skill right there. Drawing Santa.
Is that drawn? That's on the ground, or is that in the air?
Watch a drone paint festive Christmas shapes in the sky. That's got to be a program. I don't think anybody could. Well, maybe someone could do that, but
no. If you with Lychee or something like that, where you're just going to plot it like a very complicated plotted out thing, it would all be automatic, really.
That's why I just said. as a program.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think anybody's
I
doing that
like
manually.
these helix going up. It's like vortex into a different dimension. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. Yep.
Ooh. I like these.
That's with multiple lights. And
So
those are
so you could, like your like the string lights, like the LEDs where there's like 6 LEDs on a piece of tape.
Yep.
You could hang that off the bottom of your drone and it would move, like kind of flow in different ways as it's going through the sky
Oh, that's an
Or-
idea. Yeah.
and create
Or
multiple
you-
lights.
Or you can get a piece of thin balsa wood and just put an LED strip on it and strap it to the bottom.
Yep.
So it stays rigid and straight.
Yeah.
And then start spinning it and doing all kinds of crazy stuff. Ooh, look at that one. Go up, go up, go up, go up. It's on the ground. That one. But
You think that's a person on a bicycle going like this?
it looks like it starts.
Oh.
He's somebody like doing this, turning it on and doing this and walking up a bit.
Yeah.
Do it again. Do it again.
Oh, I see the spiral. It goes.
It stops. It stops when it hits the ground. So that's when they probably turn it off and then step up to the next. And it's see why it's changing color only when it's powering up.
Yeah.
It kind of has because LEDs have to kind of get to temperature to get white. All 3 colors have to merge. So if
Yeah.
the light comes back on, one of them is the red is coming on faster than everything else.
I like this one.
Good.
That looks like a sparkler, and then I don't know what the other thing is. But the top part looks like a sparkler. Like the orange part.
Yes. Yes. Well, let's. Oh,
Oh,
so
we got
she's
other-
not even doing it. It's being done by somebody else. She's just standing there.
Right. There's some, I guess it's fabric. I thought her leg like moved, but that's like a.
Well, right next to that fabric, you can see that that red there. Yeah, that's probably the person's a reflection off it. He got too close to his own pants.
Brent.
I don't see
Look
no
at that.
dot on his head.
I see the Shawnide Studios hat right there, and I see Brent's face looking at the back of her knees. Y'all see that?
Brent peeking his head in there,
No. It's,
doing his best shake and bake.
yep. I like that.
Yep.
All right. Well, now I know what I'm gonna. Well, now I'm not gonna do VR180 this week. I'm gonna light paint something.
You got a yard now. You can't. It doesn't
I
have
can.
to
I've got this big field next to me that I can do all kinds of stuff in.
and better yet, you have kids. Send them both out there with lights.
Yeah.
Little lightsaber duel.
I've got a couple of green lasers I could strap on my drone. Blind a few
I'm
people.
sure that doesn't break any FAA
Can't those
rules.
burn things? Can't you like set fires with your green lasers? Aren't they
I know
strong
blue
enough?
lasers can get pretty hot.
Yeah, I thought green lasers could too.
I guess if you beefed them up.
Beef.
Well, I'm
Now I
excited.
gotta-
Oh, I like this one.
You could light paint with the Subaru with all the lights you have on it.
Yes, I could. And I will.
Yeah, you could do a tracking shot at night where there aren't
Right.
any trees, hopefully. But
Hopefully. Well, down by the river over here where I can, there's a lot I can get away with down there. In that big empty parking lot at night, there's no street lights. There's a lot of stuff I can do down there. Or I
Yeah.
could just strap all kinds of lights to Nikki and make her run around. Throw the ball, let her chase it.
see you, Chris.
See ya.
See you, man. Thanks for hanging out.
Yeah, there's some ideas. I remember I freaked out Jim. But I can't even know Jim's online name. In Florida, he's doing his Saturday morning flight. And when I was in Florida, and I snuck over to his side of the Florida, and he was doing his live feed, sunrise feed, and I showed up behind him with my Mavic with both loom cubes on, floodlights coming out. Jim, what? God. And it's funny because I found his house just by his aerial, you know, doing what he shows and like where he videos and where he goes to it. And we were friends. We talked a lot. I just can't remember. He's originally from New York, and I forgot what show he was always on. And he's still on a lot. I'm sure he's on with those guys right now, or whoever's on tonight. Somebody else is on tonight. But yeah, he was like, what? So I was parked where he flies to take pictures. And I just flew back to where just from watching his video feed, I was able to figure out where he was.
Would you call that a drone bombing instead of photo bomb?
Yeah, drone bombing. And he's talking about, oh, there's a Mavic with floodlights on it flying.
That's funny.
Don't tell Chris, but I'm taking off his sticker.
Did you lose a bet? Is that why you had to wear that sticker during my live stream?
I'm very excited now that my date's been moved up. It's still 2 weeks away, though, so I shouldn't get too excited. Okay. Hot now.
Yeah, I'm excited now.
New ideas? Well, you know what you should do is you should just practice a few techniques in the field, lighting-wise and exposure-wise, before you fly the drone up and see what works and what doesn't work, because that's how you find happy accidents that look really cool.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah.
You know, because you could just set your timer, your camera with a remote, and do a 30-second exposure, and you can just go out there and, you know, twirl a baton that's on fire, whatever. Just do something and see how it looks. I would try. Well, I'd love you to try just getting a rope and with a light at the end of it and spinning it like in a far circle around you. Like what was that thing that they used to do at the Insta360? What do they call that? When you swing it around over your head?
Bullet time?
Bullet time. Just do a bullet time kind of thing, but use a string and a light.
I hated that thing. I never did bullet time.
I did one bullet time.
I tried it. And then I was like, and then I accidentally left it in bullet time and lost all the other footage. I was like, why is my footage so, like, it was horrible resolution.
But
and I shot a whole YouTube video in bullet time.
I'm just saying the motion with a light, but I'm talking like a 10-foot rope. So the circle's like 20 feet wide. You just a 30-second exposure out just to see how cool that would look and how hard it is to keep it at a constant level. You know what I mean? You could try doing a spiral and bring it up like a lasso up and down, or you could just try doing it as steady as possible.
I'm not coordinated like that.
Well, look at your son to do it. He probably can handle it. He seems coordinated.
Yeah, that's too much work for him.
Get your daughter to do it then.
She's too short.
All right, it's the missus then. She won't play with me.
Nope.
Okay, plan B. You take a house fan and you rip it apart, use the motor pointed straight up with a string, and just put something on it and let it spin around.
There you go.
What is that?
Where'd it go? Well, that was...
That's weird.
Come here, Nick. Come here, Nick. Come here. There you go.
Here it is.
So who weighs more, Nikki or the Mini 3 Pro?
Oh, Nikki's. Wow, that's a lot of stuff.
I can't see that drone flying very well. Oh, yeah.
Sticks up pretty high.
Yep. Oh, I know what I was going to talk about. There are these lights. They don't. They're not necessarily lights, but they have lights in them. But they also have like these like weird glass lenses on the front of them, so they create like
like dots on the walls and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
All kinds of stuff. Oh, yeah.
Trying to think. I don't even know how to search for them. But they might not work very well. Here we go. Here's little light changing candles. Or color changing candles. 24 pack.
Just like some cool ideas in my head. It hurts.
Yep.
Gotta get him out. I need a model. I don't want to be doing it to myself. I want to like have somebody. Like I have like the whole kind of close encounters idea. You know, you have a person standing there in the light coming from the sky, but nothing in the sky, and the drone will just kind of move just enough not to be in the long exposure.
Yeah. Just wear all black. All right. Well, I'm digressing.
Yeah.
I'm in Amazon world right now. Oh, something else. I see a lot.
Is that right?
I don't see them
like,
here.
What is this sorcery?
Do what?
No, the you know, I'm still reading the chat. The dog was on the desk and it was like, what is this? The dog's like, what is this sorcery? Look at the screen. She wants to go out.
But I think these are them. They're like little, tiny little LED lights that they look like lightning bugs in a jar.
Yeah, I've seen those at like Hobby Lobby. Strands of them. Yeah.
Well, they have like they're like battery powered jars or solar jars. Those
So
are
the solar
super
panels
light.
in the lid.
Well, if you do it at night, the solar won't work. But yeah, like if there's battery powered ones. There's some that even have a demo button where you push the demo button and there's enough battery in that to make it last. But flying that around the sky would look really, really cool. Give you a bunch of stripes. But all right.
Yeah, and then those guys who do the Olympics will make us all feel bad about ourselves. You know, with their 1,000 drones making pictures, and then like, we'll just go home and go, well, oh well. We tried.
Did you see that video where like 100 of them fell out of the sky?
I did not.
Like it was like it was a foreign country and they were doing one of those 1,000 drone pixels in the sky presentations, and then something went wrong, like a power outage or like connection loss, and they all lost connection and dropped out of the sky onto a big crowd.
They're not small, are they?
Try to find that video.
Here, I'll just get Nikki and her collar, her light up collar, to run around. She'll run around. So I'll swing her around on the rope. I'll just put Nikki on the rope.
Yeah.
Nikki, she's on the desk. The only time she ever gets to be on the desk is when she gets a haircut. That's tomorrow. Don't tell me. Yeah, look at Nikki, high tech. High tech. She's got her light that does different things. Well, here's the thing. What we were just saying, they sell little balls in different color that hang like tags that light up.
Oh yeah.
She used to have one of those. You just buy a bunch of those. They come in like 5-packs. Like LED dog tag, and you just take those all over the drone. But look, she's got like her little Apple tag.
Yeah.
She's got her so when she runs away, she's got her blinky light, the long blinky light.
So this video is entitled 200 drones fall out of the sky in China's Xingzhou. I don't know what that means. Panic spectators run for cover. So they're doing this really awesome, like all you see all the drones just falling out of the sky on top of the crowd.
I bet it was multi-path interference because we had a drone show in Oklahoma. Yeah, we had a drone show in Oklahoma City, and they had problems between tall buildings having multi-path interference, and they had some near misses.
I mean, they're like bouncing off cars. They're coming down slow though. Well, some of them look like they are. So it looks like they're still flying.
And that's why you're not supposed to fly over people.
But if they are flying and they're coming down on people, like the motors are still going. So they could like cut people. Can you imagine like being in a crowd where you can't run away and you just have all these like propellers coming at you? You have no control over.
Look big.
Yeah. I feel like they're. Yeah, I'm not sure how big they are. They have to, and they don't look like the ones that are surrounded by a globe. I've seen some that are like they're surrounded by a cage.
I think you're frozen, John.
With like a bunch of LED lights around all the outsides of them. Those just look like drones. But I thought that was pretty funny. Well, gentlemen, it's 8:45, almost 8:40.
It's 9:40 here. It's past my bedtime.
Yeah, it's not past my bedtime, but it's past my energetic time. I'm starting to feel old time. Dustin said free souvenirs. That's awesome.
Yeah. All right, gentlemen. Good chatting with you guys.
Good chatting with you. I'm going to fade out now. I am going to bed because I've been up since like 4:30 a.m. not p.m.
But we're happy that you did it.
I'm happy I did it too. I did it.
You did.
Spend money.
Yeah. That's been every post I've seen all week. Here's a picture of the Mini 3. I did it. I did a thing. This is the thing I did.
Well, I've wanted pretty much almost every drone that's come out from DJI since I bought the Mavic. So, it's like almost 6 years worth of drones that came and gone that I went, what wins me is the fact that the drone is probably going to be like no bigger than this mouse when it's closed up. Fit in my pocket.
Yeah, the controller will be bigger. Yeah.
It's going to be bigger than that. I think so.
Well, I see people holding it up against their iPhone, and I guess this is a little smaller. I'd like to see a Mini sit on top of a Mavic right now, if you could, since you're that tech guy with all the cool toys.
So, I still have my Mini display case. This was the charger that lit up that my Mini would sit down in. So
What you got, Nick?
it's still pretty big, but that's the display case. So I don't remember how big it is.
You don't have the
But-
mini anymore?
Oh no, I got rid of that a long time ago. I think
Mini 2?
I never had a Mini
Really?
2.
You guys-
I
you
bought the Air 2 and the Air 2S instead of the Mini 2.
The Air 2S was very tempting. Trust me when I tell you it was very tempting. This I find
Yep.
I admit it would be nice to have the side sensors, but at the same time I haven't
Yep.
had a problem. I like my Mavic still.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, you made a great choice
For me,
for you.
you know, I haven't. It's been a lot of years since I bought a drone. So,
Yep.
well, gentlemen, I have to take the dog out before I have to clean up dog poop in the kitchen because it's giving me the look.
All right.
So, liquid.
Peace out.
Peace out. Peace.
Peace out. All right. So that was a good night. I enjoy the live streams more when people come in here because I don't have to fill the whole time with my, just making up things as I go. So thank you so much for Brent Newman and Nacho Rolling for joining the chat. Hope everybody has a wonderful week. Another reminder that Project Liquid is you need to have your submissions in by Monday at midnight. So get out there and film some Liquid, and we might have a great show next week of just watching everybody else's videos. If not, I'll figure something else out to do. But yeah, hope y'all have a wonderful week. Please like, subscribe to my channel, click on the bell for notifications when I put out more live streams, videos on VR180, maybe some videos on some light painting. It's been a while since I've done light painting, so I don't even know what camera I'd use. But yeah. So hope y'all have a wonderful week, and I'll catch y'all on the next video. Peace out.